Hi there. This week I'm going to be talking about mindful eating and how that and mindfulness practices can help your mental, emotional and physical well-being with mindful eating, and it can help curb those unhealthy habits that we all have, and even if we're healthy they can creep in so easily and we're all guilty, but it can affect our well-being, and it does. So first of all, to look at when you are eating and become aware. Again, mindfulness is about being aware, and it's when we're aware that we can make healthy changes and put in proactive measures that can help us. So just to ask yourself the questions: when are you eating? Are you eating when you're bored? When maybe you're thirsty? When you're experiencing heightened emotions like stress, anxiety, overwhelmed, or sadness? Are you overeating when you're tired or even hungover? We all know what these things feel like. And when you're upset. All of these can be triggers for eating more or a lot of the wrong foods that aren't helpful and nutritious for our body than we maybe otherwise would do if we were in our right mind. Also, to think of when you're eating. Are you eating when you're sitting in front of the TV, or when you're pacing up and down in the house, eating on the go? Maybe you eat when you're in the car, or when you're sitting at your laptop working. In all of these instances, we are mindlessly eating because our attention is fixed on something else. So we end up inevitably eating more than we should, and often not the right things that we should be eating. So trying to actually create that space and time to sit at the table and take your time and eat and be aware of what you're eating can actually make huge changes to what and how we eat. So asking yourself, do you also go shopping when you're starving and then you end up buying all the wrong things that you wouldn't necessarily buy to eat and end up spending more? Do you fill your plate? Do you use the biggest plate that's in your cupboard and fill it? Because inevitably we eat whatever is on our plate. So even to try using maybe a slightly smaller plate, and that way you gradually decrease your portions, may also be an idea of how, if you want to slowly get used to eating maybe a little less without going cold turkey on trying to reduce your portions. Remembering too the colours of the rainbow on your plate, your body will feel better for it. And after you've eaten, just to become a little reflective of how that food is making you feel. Do you feel like it suits your body? A lot of us have intolerances that we often ignore, or foods that just aren't boosting our energy but are making us feel really sluggish and lethargic. So just become a little reflective of how the food feels in your body. It's also really a good idea for a few days or longer, if you feel you can, to keep a journal of what you're eating and how it makes you feel. How does your body feel with that food? So stopping to prepare, and again, I'm not really good at this, but preparing what I want to eat in advance and making sure I have those things on hand so that I don't eat the wrong things for my body is also a great way of creating healthy eating habits. And to celebrate your wins, when you've achieved a day of really mindful eating and you feel better in your body about what you've put in, celebrate and congratulate yourself for that. Because it's by changing these small actions, it shifts our emotions to being one of a healthier feeling, or healthier, happier feeling. And our emotions and our mood is improved because we've eaten what's good and right for our bodies. And when you have that better mood, in turn your behavior will be improved and will be better. And when the behavior is improved, that triggers then the next thought to motivate you to make more of those healthy choices. So remember, just practice mindful eating and see how you get on this week.